Time for some action. Time for some action. Time for some action. TLW action. Let's go. I am SD Smith, owner and CEO of TLW Action, part of the round table. And what you just witnessed there was the cameras catching Pyro, a man signed to us, attacking Matrix after the match. And I don't know exactly what happened, but obviously Matrix did something to him. And we have Oz coming out the ring for no apparent reason. I told them their talking spot was after the first match, and I guess they don't seem to learn too easily or make the correct decisions, because last week they got ran out of the ring by Dangerous by Design and pinned by father and son duo Steve Smooth and Trajan Smooth. So I guess this is no surprise, but these guys self-proclaiming to be the best tag team and haven't even chalked up a win yet. So I don't know what's going on here, why they want to speak so early, but Matrix will not be here tonight. He's not scheduled to wrestle. The triple threat match has been postponed due to that massive attack, and the other two participants in that triple threat match will have separate matches tonight because of it. And here we go. These guys walking to get him. Wait a second. Oh, and Dangerous by Design out of nowhere just cripples both of them. It looks like Black and Trajan Smooth. Oh, and they just hang AO all over the ropes. Walking towards KO, they both have just the meanest, evilish looks on their face with a huge double suplex. And Smooth being attacked by them last week with a chair, and he's going off on AO. And the crazy part is, I believe this is Dangerous by Design sending a message to Oz, because they do have a match tonight. After the whole thing last week, I put Smooth and Black against Oz just for this, and I guess they didn't want Oz to even open their mouth tonight. They're just sending a message that Dangerous by Design is right now the dominant tag team of TLW Action. And we are gonna get into our first match now, since it's been reversed. It's supposed to be Oz talking after this match, but right now we have two debuts again. Started last show with two debuts with Flash and Paranormal, and this week it will be this guy, Brian Mercer, young kid just oozing with talent. This guy can fly around the ring, but also he can get down and dirty with you and ground and pound. So, but his talent level is really high. Just needs some more experience in that ring. He had a little amateur, background in wrestling, a little high school, a little bit in college, but now he's in the big leagues on TLW Action. And then hopefully he can get a W tonight on his debut of him. His debut match. And right now, believe it or not, if you watch, and you should be watching TLW Armageddon, and you know of the Pope, Elijah Daniels, this right here is his little brother Keith Christian, who looked up to his brother for the longest, but found out that his brother didn't even want him on the same show. All that, his brother got him into wrestling and everything, trained him, and he didn't even want him on the same show. They were supposed to talking about they were going to be a tag team and all this and all that, but once Pope started before this kid, and he said no. So Keith Christian, before putting pen to ink, came over to Action and signed with us. And he's a little bit more laid back than his brother. His brother, the wannabe Pope, as Keith Christian will call him. And you hear the music of Keith Christian. He's a little bit more laid back. But we get this match underway now. And Brian Mercer starting out right here with a big clothesline. And these guys are going at it already. Wait a second. He has him in a camel clutch submission already. Is this going to be a short match? And no. Keith Christian strengths his way out of that. And these guys here just showing everything they got, starting the match. Ooh. And they're just going back and forth now. A couple moves and a counter and a big kick right there on Brian Mercer by Keith Christian. And there's a lot of countering, a lot of kicks. As you can see, Brian Mercer with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kicks in a row. These guys are just going at it. Even the crowd's getting into these guys. And both of these guys want a win for their debut, as Keith Christian tried to get a submission wise, but Brian Mercer, the rope break. But while these guys are fighting, let me tell you, Ruckus and AK, since not being in the triple. Wait a second. Big clothesline by Keith Christian, knocking Brian Mercer outside of the ring. And then, and he takes him down as Brian Mercer tried to get back up. Or tried to jump up. He tried something. Keith Christian countered it. And there's no countouts here on TLW Action. You have to pin in the ring, though. And a twisting backbreaker. Brian Mercer getting some steam. And here's that ground and pound I mentioned earlier. He can get down and dirty with you. But, yes, Ruckus will be in a match. AK will be in a match. Me personally, the GM didn't want them to be against each other already. But I'd rather see them against each other in a little exhibition. We may even change that up to a tag match. I don't know right now. Right now it's just 2 singles matches. And until we get some kind of idea going, the GM's back there working on it now. And tonight we also have, as you know, that Dangerous by Design versus Oz. We have Ice in action tonight, who we haven't seen in a while. We got Virus in action tonight, who we haven't seen in a while. A lot of guys, with the show just now starting back up, we haven't seen in a while. A lot of these guys are getting back in a rotation and getting in the ring. So, tonight's going to be action-packed. And Brian Mercer not even letting Keith Christian up. And Keith Christian finally getting out of that situation. He comes right back to more kicks. Brian Mercer letting his feet do the talking tonight. And, a little bit of forearm and elbow right there, but Keith Christian fighting his way out of there. Well, he's trying to fight his way out of there. And Brian Mercer just staying on top of him. Keith Christian with the counter. Lets Brian Mercer run his chest right into the turnbuckle. And these guys are just going at it. You haven't seen anybody really slow down yet. These guys are just full of talent, full of steam. They want that win. This is their first match. first official match. They've had dark matches, but this is the first official match on the show. They want to win. And Brian Mercer here with the arm bar, no go, but this match will continue up next. Stay tuned, TLW action will return.